Man versus Magazine.
Hello shooters, Man versus Magazine, the USGI magazine. These have been around since the late 60s, early 70s in the 30 round form. This is made by a military contractor back in the day called Center Industries. There's a bunch of others. My experiences with these magazines, particularly if you have a newer type follower like the Magpoles, there's some others out there, that they're 100% reliable. They are made out of aluminum. The good news is, with an aluminum magazine like this, that it will be around for your grandchildren's grandchildren. Don't know about the modern polymers. They may be around by then. They may age and crack or whatever over time. This will always be there if you store it properly. Okay. The shape, it's a good shape for getting in and out of pouches. There's not a lot of ridges on it. It's not any thicker than it needs to be. It's pretty thin. The bad news is there's nothing to grab onto on the bottom. That's why Magpole and some other people make little things, and there's homemade things to, you know, stick your finger in to help grab it up. That's just the way it a design. There's nothing to grab onto. You got to add something. The test. It passed the weight, 4.2 ounces. It passed the dirt test, which was 25 drops. You'll see that in just a second. It failed on the first cement drop. The first cement drop bent the feed lips. I'll have close-ups of that later. But even though it failed on the cement drop, it did pass the Type 3 malfunction clearance drills, 25 of those. And then it passed the 30 round test. Even though the feed lip is bent, it worked. Here's my policy: if I drop a magazine and it falls feed lips down onto concrete, no matter who makes it, that mag's going in my dump pouch, and later on I'll scavenge the rounds out of that and put them in a different magazine. And then if there's no damage to that magazine, that'll stay as my first line mag. If the magazine had sustained damage, it'll get thrown in the training pile and will never be used for real. So even though it still worked, that's just a bonus. Just a bonus. So let's go to the testing. Okay, this one survived 25 drops into the dirt. You can see that it is, this is a brand new mag when I started. You can see there's some finish removed off the feed lip area. You can see my dummies are all beat to snot. I did hit this angle piece a couple times. You can see that, oh, my fingers are dirty. You can see that nick there, and also that nick there. That's when it hit the angle piece. But the magazine looks completely functional. I mean, there's no distortion of the feed lips. They're just beat up looking from hitting the dirt 25 times. Okay, that was the first time hitting the cement. The rounds aren't staggered anymore. They're right next to each other. I think there's been some deformation of the feed lips. So even though the magazine did survive 25 times into the dirt, I don't think it survived one time onto the cement. Okay, you can definitely see some the deformation in the feed lips. I got a new magazine in the front and the old magazine in the rear, and you can see that that feed lip is not straight like it is on the new magazine. It's bent down the back. It's kind of bowed in the center. I had a hard time getting the first couple rounds out of it. It definitely wouldn't have fed in a rifle. Type 3 malfunction clearance drill with the AR USGI aluminum magazine. This is the one that passed the dirt test and failed on the cement test on the first time it deformed the feed lips. I'm going to do the Type 3 malfunction clearance drills. Here's the first pull. 24 more. USGI, dirt pass, cement fail, Number 25 on the Type 3. Now I'll take all the rounds out. Let's look at the feed lips. Besides the obvious deformation from the first drop on the cement, the Type 3 malfunction clearance drills didn't have any effect on the magazine whatsoever.
For the live fire portion, doing 8 rounds with the magazine pointed at 3 o'clock, 8 rounds with the magazine pointed straight up, 8 rounds with the magazine pointed at 9 o'clock, and the last 6 rounds of the 30 will be magazine pointed straight down. If you like what I do, please share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate all the comments and the questions that you write down below. And have a good day. Hope you enjoy watching the rest of the video.